All right. What is going on, everyone? Welcome, welcome. We are live. Welcome back to the Unconventional Mindset. My name is Odum. Today is Friday. So happy for Friday. Pizza Friday, of course. But before we get to that, we still need to get to work. And we need to build ourselves a company, which we're working towards generating $1 million in revenue every single year. That'll be awesome. Can't wait for it. But it's not going to happen by magic. We got to do work to get it done. So let's get to it. Kevin, how's it going? Pizza absolutely makes me work better. I don't know if I'm speaking for me, but yeah, that's what you're saying. Makes me work better as well too. I just love it. So one of these days, yeah, I make my pizza from scratch. Maybe one of these days we should have like a pizza exchange off or something. We'll do a live stream pizza bake off or something. I have no idea. Anyways, we're gonna get right into it today because I don't have too much time with you guys this morning because I have a few things to do before Pizza Friday. But we're going to look into the first template that we want to release here. And one thing that I've noticed too is I know I need to do a much better job at getting involved, engaged with the community and get engaged with other people to kind of figure out what their needs are. Because I think there's only so far I can go with thinking about me and how I operate and the things that I need to help me do my business and make my websites better. I think it's a decent starting point, but if I can make sure that I can engage with other people to see what they're thinking and what their needs are, I think that'll help me develop, better products, as we go on here. But, it's always a work in progress and like a learning in progress, always working, always learning. Because again, too, so like I'm thinking about this bare bones project for individuals, and it's kind of a little tricky in terms of thinking what I should include in it and what I shouldn't include in it. Like I know, again, for me, the way that I have it is like I know if I'm starting a basic website for somebody that I want to have kind of even just doing the collection stuff and having the blog page kind of stuff already pre-laid out. That's kind of a really big help, and I can just take that and modify it to what I need it to be. So that's kind of the idea that I'm coming from. And, I guess it's only going to come with releasing it and then seeing other people use it and then seeing and just going from there, I guess, basically, right? So yeah. So, and then of course, I'm just laying things out to here in the layout to match and coincide with the actual framework for our style guide as well too. So that's one thing. Right. So what do we want to do here? What's remaining for us to launch this into, or just making it available? So the header, we need to change the logo to have it the Nakedflow logo. You have to do a little bit of work, I think, on the navigation, whether we need a drop down or not. I'm not sure if we do. And I think we need to do a little bit of work on the template. Did we actually do anything on the template? We have, because we already started this, so that's good. So everything is pretty good here. I think it would be nice to have some better text in here that maybe actually describes the project. And okay, so we have the blog post. We don't have an actual blog page. I feel like we should probably have a blog page as well. Does that make sense, guys? To have, in a starter theme, it should have the blog page as well. So like we have our home, about, and we'll just go to the blog page, right? Let's duplicate this page. No, duplicate. That's over here. Duplicate, and we'll go with blog. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure out what we'll put in for metadata later. But this is just the blog page. Okay, so very simple. A collection of thoughts and ideas. And this one doesn't need a button because you're actually on. But what we could do, I wonder if we should put a subscribe form on there. I don't know. And then what we can do, should we do anything different here on this blog page? Maybe we could do something where we can showcase adding images and having images, and maybe, yeah, maybe putting them kind of in a grid in a more of a standard like blog post or blog page, I should say. That might be nice. Now, do I have images on the blog? Let's have a look here. Blog posts. We have, actually, I want to look at the settings here. We do have the post image. So we could throw something there. I don't have anything put in there, which is okay. Locales. Yeah, and I think we'll take out, I don't know, should we leave the menu with the drop down? Sorry, I know my thoughts are going all over the place here today. One thing I want to do is change the color of the current page. Although this should be, the current page is home. Interesting, but we're on. How is that? That's strange. This is not the current page. Sorry, there's a little bit of an issue going on here with this navigation. So this is 4 on this page. Is it because it's in a component? So here we are on the home page, so that's displaying correctly. Where the current navigation item has its own style of that color, and this one doesn't. So if we go to the about page, the blog is showing that. That shouldn't be. Let's give this a refresh. See if there's just some kind of issue going on here with Webflow. No, that's not what's going on here. Oh, it's not set to blog. That's interesting. I thought I did. Okay, so that's the about page, and now the blog page. Okay, everything seems to be working now. So let's get some placeholder images. So, I mean, we have 2 blog posts. I think we'll have like a hello world, so maybe that should be a nice like a mountain view. That's Unsplash Plus. Okay, so it's not free. Oh, this is a nice. Actually, this is actually a really nice photo. Let's save that. We're definitely going to have to just crop it a little bit here. Um, 1920 by 1080. Yeah, that's a nice size. Okay. Right. I think, yeah. Okay, maybe kind of put that in the middle. Oh, it's too bad we're not getting all the nice sky. Oh well. Leave a little bit of, or something like that. Okay. Sam, how's it going? Welcome. But then, yeah, goodbye. Catch you the next stream. Meeting sucks. Forgot I had one. Yeah, meetings do suck. I don't envy you having meetings, but have fun anyways. As much fun as can be with a meeting. Yeah, and have a great weekend. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Okay. We want to save this one pretty small in terms of quality. I guess we can... actually, I don't know. We can save it as WebP. But that's interesting. It still has a pretty high quality or file size. What happens if you click this? Oh, that's crazy. Let's try this. And desktop, this is just mountain view image. And then one more image. I don't know. What can we do? Maybe like somebody working at a desk or a desk view. Yeah, it's kind of boring. Maybe tech stuff. We're all tech guys. So maybe an image like this. Nope. Oop. Oh yeah, you don't have to press enter. It just automatically stays at that size. Computer at desk. Okay, so let's go back to, where do we want to go? Actually, right back here. Where are we? I think we're right here. Go into our blog posts. And I think I saved them on the desktop. Just browse this one in and save that. And then the welcome post is this computer. So there is a compress assets here. For some reason I was thinking that there wasn't, but now but there is. So that's good to remember. Okay, so we have whoops. All over the place. So we have this blog page. We want to make this one a little bit different. So yeah, that's an individual post. So I think we're going to have to rename all these classes. Like posts container. Yeah. In fact, to make it a little bit easier, let's just create a new collection. Actually above here. And I think we'll just call this one like the blog container. And here, this should actually be, instead of being post, it should be blog. And we're going to do the same thing here. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, let's hang on a second on this, what we should do with this. Let's get the layout of this blog section first, and then we'll figure out what we want to do with it in terms of making it the same offset as on the homepage. And what I mean by that is here, this section here has padding on the inside, and that is from this posts class right here. 47.5 rem max width. So do we do that for all pages, or is it just for these posts that are on the home page? What did we do with the about page? I think we did the same thing. Well, there's a page container here. So then I think we just need to stick with page container. So we would go page container here. That makes more sense. Okay, instead of having different classes for different pages. Okay. So this is going to be, I think I'm just going to keep it very simple, just a two-column layout here. Three between. And we're going to go, this is a blog post. Or should we call it blog, like post preview? Not sure what we should call it. Okay, but what I do know is we want to throw in the image. So, oops. Connect this list to a collection first. All right. Right. To the blog posts. Right. Oh, no, with our post image. Alt text. Alt text. What should we use for? Do we have anything? Post summary. Right. I think we need to put in one thing into the database here. Let's go into our blog. And we're going to go post image alt text. Please add the alt text for the post image. I mean, it's pretty explanatory, but we'll throw it in here anyways. Save that. So this one here, oh wait, hang on one quick second. Let's put it right below the image. And so when we're here, road leading into beautiful view of the mountains. No period. And we'll save that one. And we'll go into, oh, what's going on here? Still working away. Leo, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Good to see you. Happy Friday. And then this one, computer, maybe not computer, maybe more specific. Laptop, sitting on a desk. It's not sitting. Laptops don't sit. Laptop on a desk with code on screen. Something simple like that. Yeah, nice to see you too. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, doing well. Good to hear. For me, I can't complain. Today's Friday, so Pizza Friday. I don't know if you know this, but I always kind of talk about it every Friday. So I can't complain about that. Where I usually, for kind of the one time, take a little bit of the end of the afternoon off and make some pizza from scratch and spend the time with the family, watch some Star Trek. So just have some time with the family. So yeah, always excited for it on Fridays. All right, so we have that. Now we can go in here and then we could, I thought we replaced this image. There it goes. And alt text is going to be the post alt image. Perfect. Yummy. Yes, yummy indeed. Absolutely. All right. And just to add, okay, let's go blog. We'll call it, this is the thumbnail. And we want it, oh no, not the alignment. We want the positioning to be cover. Right. Because are we going to, yeah, I think what we want to do is we definitely want to set the height. So that way, no matter what size of an image a user uploads, that it's always going to be the same height. They're not going to have these crazy, weird effects with images being different sizes or whatever. So maybe we'll try, oh, not 300 pixels. Maybe we'll try 20. Okay, that's a little bit small. Maybe 15. It's always tough. I find that one of the hardest things to do is figure out what to do with images for clients, especially when, as a designer, if you're really, you really make forth the effort to put in really, really good blog post images where you're really trying to figure out what works well and even thinking about what your blog page is going to look like when there's lots of different pictures kind of side by side. And then when you hand it off to the client and they just throw the god-awfulest images on there, and then things kind of get out of whack. So it's just trying to figure out how to deal with that best with clients. Yeah, so anyways, it's always one of the things that's been a little bit of not a struggle by any stretch of the imagination, but always something to just kind of think about. You need people in the pictures. Okay, I mean, this is just, again, they're just placeholder images. But we can do that. So, right. So, well, okay, let's see. Real quick. People working in code. I don't know. Ooh, this dramatic guy working. Maybe these guys here working on the desk. It's proven that people look at pictures with people in them longer. I guess so. It's something that they can relate to. Fair enough. These guys they're having too much fun coding. As far as I know. Hey, listen. As long as you spout off your statistics with 100% confidence, then it's true. That's 80% of the time. Yeah, it's a proven fact that when you have people in pictures, that they look at your website an average of 64% longer. That's a fact. And then it's true because you just say it with conviction. All right, so we're just gonna throw in this other image here. Assets. No, just go to downloads. I think it's this one. All right. Oh, no. All right. Don't have to do enter. Got to get away from these Photoshop tendencies. All right, export. So people working together. There we go. And oh no, I still need this. And let's replace this one with people working together. All right, there we go. Okay, we'll worry about maybe getting some better images later, but this is good for now. Blog, What should we call this? This is like the blog, like it's the blog post, but I think blog post is going to be for the individual blog page. Or what did I call them? If I go here, page container section, blog. Yeah, I have blog post here. And then we got text. Oh, I haven't even finished styling things here yet. Okay, so we don't want to call it blog post. We just want to call it blog, like details. Oh, what's on my background? This is a picture. It's a little cut off, but it's the back end of a guitar. So these are the tuning picks, and this is a capo that's on the neck of a guitar. Just reminds me, there's my guitar back there. Reminds me that I need to take time to just to play music. I just love music so much. I just never give myself time to actually play it, which is sad. It's not like blog details, but it's like blog. Maybe we'll just call it post. I guess it's kind of like details because it's just kind of like the metadata of all the blog. So not really, but I don't know. Let's not get bogged down too much here in labeling. Okay, so heading, we want to make sure we contain hierarchy. So this is going to be an H2 heading, but I like it to be smaller size, maybe H3. And then we'll go in, I don't want to do that. I want to put in a paragraph. And we're going to put in the post summary. Excellent. That's good. And then we're just going to throw in a button. Just Control Enter to get to our class. Call it button. And our URL is going to be get URL from the blog post. And it's going to be, oh, no. We don't want to do that. We want to get the actual URL of the current blog post. And text is just going to be regular read more. Okay. And I think, yeah, I hope you have some time. Yeah, I mean, I have time. I mean, we all have 24 hours. It's just, I got to make sure I make the time and put it as a priority. And I think that's the thing with everybody. It's like, you got to figure out what's the priority. Do you spend time quickly checking your phone, or do you spend time picking up the guitar, playing on the piano here for 10, 15 minutes, right? It's all about finding the right balance. Yeah, work can definitely be stressful. Thankfully for me, my boss is pretty cool, so I don't get myself too stressed here on my job. I mean, I talk in front of a camera and I do some web stuff and trying to figure out how to make money. I guess if I get to the point when I'm super broke and I'm really stressing because I'm not getting any business, then it could probably get pretty stressful. If I'm getting to the point where I'm going to have to look for like a real job 9 to 5 for somebody else, which I hope not. Because that's the worst thing. That's like a nightmare to me. So I gotta make this thing work here. Gotta make our millions. So the this company's mine. I'm just saying, like, my boss. I'm just being a little cheeky. Like, I'm the boss, right? So I don't give myself a hard time. So I don't get stressed. So I don't worry about what the boss is gonna say to me. Yeah. Okay, so we want to lay out some spacing here. How are we going to do this? Oh, hang on. First, we do this one. This text is going to be the title, which is the name. Okay. So I feel like that is even H4, I think, is even better. And the height of this is just way too much. Project line height. I almost need to have a line height for headings. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's yeah. So I'm never take me too seriously sometimes. I tend to joke around quite a bit. Okay. Yeah, the line height, because that's too much. But if we like 1.1, yeah, that's much better. We'll have to take a look at that. Gotta make note. Yeah, we gotta make note of the line heights for our headings. Okay. So now for spacing, should I have the spacing all in here? Like if I put this one in a flex and then we put it downwards and we want it to line it to the left, we can have our little gap here. It's an easy way to get good spacing, but should there be a, like, actually this is pretty good actually. I guess it is very simple and makes things consistent. It's one of the things too that I'm thinking a lot about lately in terms of how to structure different elements on a page is it better to go with each element like each one line by line or element by element and add a margin to the bottom to make sure everything is aligned the way you want to? Or if you wrap everything up in a nice flex container and then you can just change the padding or the spacing between those items within that, and then you just do it in one spot. I'm liking that because it simplifies things, but you don't have as much control. Because maybe I'm like, oh, I just want to have maybe a little bit more space, say, you know, from the top of the text to here, and you don't really have that ability when you're using flex. So yeah, because I see even with the text, there's just the way that the text is, I can see that the spacing is not quite aligned correctly. But again, this is a starter project, right? The whole idea is not to be 100% perfect. It's a way for you to go ahead and get going and start doing what it is that you need to do. Okay, so this empty state, I'm gonna style this one quick. Empty state. Yeah. Background. I think we'll have a very light background. Border around it. 700, and our color is going to be dark. And then we're just going to say there are currently no blog posts to display. Check back soon. And we also want to give this a little bit of padding. Yeah. That works nicely. And then this one here, we can delete this. And what's going on here? At least just one row. And oh, we did one thing. We messed up one place. We need to actually have a link to the actual blog post. And should we do any fancy? I don't think we should do any fancy animations either. Or maybe we should. I don't know. Okay, so we actually need to have a link. Should we wrap around the whole, like everything, the image, the text, everything in a link? No, we shouldn't, because we have a button here. I think what we need to do, I think we'll wrap, I think it's Control Alt A. Yeah, wrap that into a link. We're going to put the image in a link. So blog, we'll just call it image link, I guess. Because we can do something a little bit fancy with that. I think that's stylistic choice. Yeah, I agree. But link on the button is good. Maybe a slight image scale up when you hover over the whole card. Yeah, I was going to do that, or I'm going to do that right now, which I'm putting this link in. But I was thinking around just when you hover over the image as opposed to everything else, like not the whole card. And that's actually probably what we should call it. We should call it. We should just call it blog card. That makes the most sense, actually. So, because if we do it, I mean, over here, well, hang on. Okay, let's see how this is going to work here. Current blog post. So, on hover, I think, how do we, can we change? We don't want to change the position, but we want to change the size of the image. I guess we can do that if we change the, can we? I don't know if that's gonna, I don't think that's gonna work. No, it's not gonna work. How can we do this? I'm trying to think. Can we do this without using interactions? Oh, maybe the max width? No, that's actually gonna change the max width of the underlying container. Oh, wait, but if we do, okay, hang on. But if we do this one, we don't want to have any overflow. Oh, right, it's not changing. It's just changing the width of it. It's not changing like the height. We also need to change the height. But then again, what if we did? Okay, so that kind of cover is in the middle. Yeah, but it's not hovering nicely the way that I would want it to. We might have to just use an interaction to make it better. I don't know how we can do this. Because in CSS, you just use like the image size and you just scale it up. But I guess it's a little bit different here. Yeah, can't you make a transition like in CSS? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how I can do it in like here. I think the problem is maybe this height that I have. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to do it in Webflow. So, because here when it's hovered, you can see the pink outline or the purple outline, which is good, but I also want it to remain centered within the link. So maybe I have to display everything in here and then I have to display it in the middle. There we go. That works. Sort of. Okay. So, so I have this height here. What actually is going on? Oh, I think I need to make this the minimum height as well, or make it at 100%. That should work. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now, one last thing I want to do is just put a transition, and is it background position? I think it's background size. Oh my goodness. Can we even get something? It's not transforming. What am I thinking? So what exactly is changing? The changing is on hover. We're changing the size and the width and the height of our image. So what is that property? It will work on all properties, but I know that's not the best thing to do because that slows performance down a little bit. But yeah, I know it's just like, let's just throw it on. Okay, so let's where are we? Transition. It's gotta be the width and the height. I think that's what it is. Let's try that one. Because that's what we were moving. Ease in out. I like this one here. And the same one with height. 300 and ease in out. No, that didn't work. Or do we have to? No, that didn't work. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Oh no, because it's on this blog thumbnail. I put it on the wrong thing. Okay. 300 width and then on the height. Right. There we go. And let's just go on here and let's remove this transition because it's not on that. And that should work. There we go. It's jumpy. We need to fix it. Oh, here's a... Yeah, maybe it should be on the whole car. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, we'll worry about that later. But what I want to do is this thing here needs to have the border radius and then not on the image itself. So that will get maintained. There we go. And maybe what we should do is on hover, not make it go so much. Whoops. There we go. Now it's much smaller. Actually, let's go to these transitions. Let's double it actually. Okay. All right, something like that. Okay, and Control Alt A to wrap this heading in a link as well. And current blog. And what do we want to do here? We want to no underline. No, not here. This one. So this is blog heading link. Yeah. And then when we hover, then we could go to 900. Or, sorry. Okay, we need to, shit. So we need to take the color off of here and we need to put it on here because this is going to, this heading and then hover state is being overridden by the default color state of this text heading. But this is the text heading though. We need to keep that in there. Shoot. So I'm not sure how to deal with that other than using an interaction which will supersede that. Or I don't know, what is it when you're thinking about hierarchy, when something is a higher hierarchy, when it supersedes? I don't know what it is. There's a term for it. I totally can't remember what it is. So it expanded differently. Is there something with the image you mean? Seems okay. It's expanding from the middle, which is kind of what we want. Everything looks okay. Let me know if there's something that I missed though. Anyways, yeah, because I'd like to do an effect where the title gets underlined. Again, we don't want to get too into the weeds here. But we do want to make sure that I think we want to have something when you click on this Yeah. We do want to have some type of an effect. Okay. So, I mean, if we go back to here and we say on hover, we can have it underlined. So that's one part. And what we could do, actually, instead of having this one have no underline, what we could do, this actually might work nicely. We can, I think we're going to have to use like a custom property. So we'll do text. We just want underline. Text underline color. Oh, it's text decoration color. Right. Ah, what happened? So text decoration color. And we're just going to have to go with white. Actually, we'll just type in white. Because we can't, unfortunately, use variables in our custom properties just quite yet, which sucks, but, you know, at least I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure you can't. And therefore, let's make another transition. And can we do a transition for text underline? I don't think we can. So we might just have to use the hammer approach, Kevin, and just do all properties. Yeah, let's do all properties. 300. So that's a neat effect when things underline like this. The thing, if it has no text underline and then it goes from no to having a text underline, you can't animate it nicely because it doesn't have any starting point. It just goes from not having one to having one. So it just displays very abruptly, unless you want to do something with opacity or whatever. But you might as well just give it a color of whatever the background color is, which is why having variables would be much better. And again, these are kind of the limitations where Webflow has things that's like, it just kind of sucks a little bit, where you can't use variables for everything, and then it's just some things just have to be done by hand. But unless if you change the color to a different color, the background into a different color, then you'd just have to know to change your text underline color, the starting point anyways. Okay. Is there anything, guys, am I missing anything, or is there anything else that should be in this starting project? And really, if you can just let me know what you expect or what you kind of do on a project by project basis, that's something that you find yourself redoing every single time you start a new Webflow project. And if it was in here, you'd be like, oh, finally, it's just a good starting point for me to do my work. So let me know, because I'll definitely put it in. Yeah. So there's still a lot of work that needs to be done to just clean things up here to make sure that I'm like super happy with everything. But I mean, we have the home page and I want in the about page, I actually want to talk a little bit more about why this thing like even exists, and just, yeah, about pixel pieces. So yeah, I already put kind of the framework already in place here. So that's good. The about page is good. And then we have, of course, the blog page, which is just a collection of blogs. Maybe we'll put in a couple extra. I don't know. I don't know if it needs to be filled up with too much stuff. And then we have the individual blog post page itself. Right. Maybe we can do something here with this text. Make it smaller or whatever. Yeah, we actually haven't styled this, so we need to do that next. Oh, that was a comment when you said it didn't work. Oh, right. Yeah, I see. Yeah. Right. Gotcha. Okay. And then I guess, yeah, we don't really need to have this drop down navigation. So we'll just delete that. And if we look at, are there any interactions? Yeah, now that I could delete these ones. If I go here, we can delete these ones as well. Sometimes when I cut and paste components, especially with navigation, it adds in these other interactions, which is really, really weird. Or maybe not even interactions, but these are actions within an interaction. It's really weird. I need to do some more testing to figure out what's going on. Because I want to make sure that when people are using Pixel Pieces components, that when they cut and paste them, they're not getting any unused CSS classes or interactions or animations, nothing. I want it to be super, super clean. So I want to be sure that that's working 100%. Okay, so this is about all the time I have for today. So I do need to run, unfortunately. But what I'm going to do is this weekend, I'm going to clean this up and have it at a really good starting point. Get a good logo in there as well too. So we need to make a logo for this, and then I'll put it to Pixel Pieces, and then we'll have our first template. It's kind of there. It's kind of just a little bit of a step up from the style guide. So, and I'm just kind of throwing things out there, going to feel it around, and hopefully some people are going to want to test it or use it out and give me some feedback, and then we'll kind of slowly just kind of make things better as I get more and more feedback. So putting things out there slowly and just working day by day to try to, I don't know, just try to make people's web design and development a little bit easier. All right, so that's it for me today. Leo, Sam, Kevin, thank you so much for joining. Much appreciated. And there's other people here that stopped by that I saw too. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Appreciate all the support. Really means a lot to me. It's just good motivation to keep going and to keep plugging away here every single day. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy pizza if you're having pizza. If you're not, you should, because it's Pizza Friday. Enjoy the weekend. Comment. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, you're welcome. But honestly, like seriously, thank you. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you, Leo. See you, everyone, next week on Monday. Have a fantastic weekend. I will enjoy my pizza. Thank you very much. All right, guys, take care. We'll see you next time.